What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Miami Dolphins offense versus the Bills. Obviously, this was a really tough loss. I think we have a pretty good idea of what was the real problem. Hopefully, Tua is okay. Probably not going to be playing for a little bit. As of recording this, I don't know the full extent of the injury yet. So, yeah, I don't know when this is going to come out. Hopefully, it doesn't get blocked. Because I am still having to use broadcast film, but it is what it is. We all know the offensive line was awful, but we got to get into it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So right off the bat, we've got a sack on Tua Tagovailoa. All right, so let's see. 1, 2. He had about 2 seconds to breathe there. Typically, if a quarterback has 3 to 4 seconds and he gets sacked, usually it's on him. But this right here, Austin Jackson is not able to handle this. Like, he just kind of... I understand he's being kind of overwhelmed. Like, check this out. Because they did this quite a few times. They're going to blitz with Milano. I think that's Milano. But then they're going to bring in another guy on his side. Austin Jackson at least needs to try to get a hand on him to at least slow him down. Give Tua a chance to try to move a little bit. But this doesn't happen. He just lets him run free and Tua just gets smoked. I can't really see the coverage downfield, but... just a really rough situation. That's a decent run there. We really didn't have much running success either. Just because, again, the offensive line played pretty bad, but good acceleration from Gaskin there. All right, 3rd and 11. Tua's going to get smoked again. So we've got single high safety. Looks like man-to-man coverage, which makes sense. They're going to bring pressure. Again, we got another guy running free. Why is he running free? I mean, they're bringing a lot of pressure, more than we could handle. They're just overwhelming the tackle spots. They're just overwhelming the outside because they know that Jesse Davis and Austin Jackson are both bad. So they're taking advantage of that. And, yeah, guys are just running free right at Tua. Yeah, he's covered. But it's just a really rough situation to be in, man. Good return from Jakeem Grant. Only ends up really being like a 2-yard gain ultimately from what it would have been as a touchback, but still. Gonna hand it off here. Good blocks there. Great run from Gaskin. Smythe really helps seal this up. And see, this was my issue. Like, the edge rushers... Like, I mean, like, our tackles were really struggling against the edge rushers and, you know, the blitzes on the outside. But as you can see, Smythe is a pretty solid blocker here. I wish we would have utilized this in pass protection a little bit more. Use Smythe, use Shaheen, use Hunter Long. They're all pretty decent blockers. So maybe, you know, Austin Jackson's getting smoked again out here. Maybe if you had, like, a Shaheen here to kind of help him, he might have been okay. And then, obviously, the second chance yards from Gaskin. That's something he's more than known for doing at this point. Those second effort yards that he's so good at getting. Tua extends the play, just throws it away. I can't... Again, I don't have the all-22, so I can't see where all the receivers are downfield, but... he probably makes a wise decision there. He might have been able to get it to Shaheen, but He would have gotten rocked by Milano anyway. Who was playing very well as well on Sunday. Grant in motion. Exactly who we're going to go to. Well, actually, no, we're going to Parker there. But we move Grant to see if it's, to help Tua see if it's zone coverage or not. It's not. They make it look like cover 2, but this guy's actually going to come down. It's actually a cover 3 disguised. These little pump fake from Tua make this guy jump. Brissett and him kind of got some bills with that. Nice throw to Devontae, great catch. So good job on that. Definitely got to chill out on the flags. That's illegal man downfield. That's Austin Jackson, yeah. I do like the design of this play. To make it look like you're, you get Ahmed in motion, you make it look like you're going to go to him, then you actually have the screen come this way, but pretty tough throw. He doesn't really make the most accurate passes, but his feet are completely off balance. He's moving backwards. Not a great position to throw the football in, but he's got to get rid of it quick. Get some yak here. Not quite enough, though. We decide to go for it here. And that is where Tua gets hurt. All right, how does this happen? Jesse Davis just kind of whiffs it. This is something I've been complaining about with Jesse Davis his entire career with us, is he does this bullshit thing where he just kind of lazily throws one arm out there, he doesn't get blocked, and then he wonders why he gets past him. He lets people take control of the wrist, and now it hurts Tua. Jesse Davis needs to get out, needs to be off this team today. Like, I don't even want him as a backup. He's been here too long. At least Austin Jackson's young. Like, you can make that argument for him. But I don't know if I'm going to watch. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole game like I normally would. Just because it was such a rough-ass game. We'll see. Plus, we know what this was. I would like to see Preston get out here a little bit more. They might be kind of easing him into the offense a little bit, which makes sense. We did get him in motion. Great throw from Brissett here, by the way. Pressure was right in his face, but he made a fantastic throw. Good catch from Devontae. Swallowed up at the line. Just ridiculous, man. It really is. Jacoby's trying to run for his life because the offensive line is awful. Let's see what happens here. Robert Hunt doesn't even get his hands on this guy. People are like really, because here's the thing, people are like really supporting Robert Hunt, right? Like, I can't stand Jesse Davis, can't stand Austin Jackson, and Robert Hunt's one of our better offensive linemen. But look at this, like, he's looking at the wrong direction because he can't trust Jesse Davis. Again, he lazily throws an arm out here. I don't know if he's expecting Michael Dieter to help here, but Michael Dieter's already kind of occupied trying to help Solomon Kinley out. So this guy just ends up running free. Jacoby steps up. Avoids the pressure there. and ends up getting sacked anyway. Nowhere to go on this play. Whoa. Hopefully that corrects itself. Holy shit. Why is it so... Why is it so blurry? Okay. We're going to skip through that shit. I don't know what that was. This looks like a cover 0. Yeah, we're bringing all the pressure. Not a great throw from Brissett. He could have gotten Devontae killed on that snap. But he was under pressure so bad. But at least there it's a 0 blitz. Like, you're supposed to be pressured there. That's not just the offensive line being terrible. Pistol. Nowhere to go. Completely swallowed up. What a surprise. Oh, is this the pick? Yeah, this is just stupid. Let's take a look at this play. So, I guess this isn't so bad because he's seeing this. This looked a lot worse live. He's seeing the safety running toward the end zone, so he's assuming he can get this here. But he needs to be able to put way more zip on that to be able to make a throw like that. If you're going to make a decision like that, you have to put a lot of power behind that throw. If you're unable to do that, just don't make that throw. All right, good protection there. Held up decently. Because, see, like, I've seen a lot of people saying that Jacoby is better than Tua, but he started looking better when he was at least getting a second to breathe. Right? Like, the couple drives Tua was in, like, he had no chance of breathing. And same with the first drive from Jacoby. Like, this wasn't perfect either. Like, he could have led his receiver a little bit more there. That's a tough throw to make still, but I don't think Tua would have made it either, but because I'm not trying to make it sound like Tua is elite, because he's not, but I don't think Jacoby's better than him, though. Good job. I do think he's stronger. Maybe more athletic, but he's not more accurate, that's for sure. Right, so we got press coverage, single high safety. This guy looks like Hyde might be coming back. No, he's staying. He's got an option up here. Doesn't see it. Good pump fake. So I want to see that pre-snap. I see why he looked away from this. I mean, it's press coverage. You're not really expecting this to work. But right before the snap, he bails. So this is something, as a veteran, he should see. It ends up being a good play. He makes an athletic play, getting what he can. But he should see last second that this corner is bailing. And if he's running a curl, this should be open. This linebacker is frozen down here, so this is open right now. It's actually not a curl, but yeah, this was the move. And get it to Jalen Waddle. Who knows what he can do after that? But not mad at what he ended up doing, but wasn't the most optimal play he could have made. Let me see something with that. I was going to kind of knock him here, but he had so much pressure. I'm just happy it got there. It would have been more ideal, of course, for him to lead Waddle a little bit better so we can get that on the run. Nowhere to go. He's trying, man. But again, this is something that they kept doing. Like, well, this is kind of a read situation. But with the way they're blitzing on the outside, I think we should quit it with these reads. Because we need some set protections, man. It's a good throw. Those at low. That way, there's no possible chance of the defender trying to get that ball. They can only go to Gesicki. Now, it does look like he has a better feel for finding Gesicki and the tight ends in general. Tua's never really thrown to tight ends too much, even in college. He preferred the speed guys and the precise route runners. Always has. Devontae should have caught that, by the way. Game Pass is fucking up, man. Good throw. Good throw and catch. Yeah, this was the drive that that kind of hurt. There's a lot of drives that hurt, but that's a great throw. He ends up sidearming this to sneak it past this linebacker. It was a dart. I do think he definitely has a bigger arm than Tua as well. But I don't think his decision making is any better, and I don't think he's as accurate. Two deep safeties. Waddle in motion. Yeah, that hurt. Albert Wilson pissed me off. He dropped a couple easy ones. Come on, man. I'm going to fast forward and go back. I don't know what's up with Game Pass. Yeah, then the fumble from Grant. Such bullshit, dude. That's the thing, man. I just don't think we've supported our quarterbacks at all. Whether it be Tua, Jacoby, doesn't matter. Like, we have no real route runners on this team whatsoever. Like, we have some speed guys who have inconsistent hands. I think Waddle actually can catch. I think he just had a bad game. Yeah, but so we have some speedy yak guys who have some questionable hands as of now. And then some big body guys who can't create space. And our speedy guys can't. They're not route runners either, so they don't really create space too much either. Like I said, they're just yak guys. Our offensive line is terrible. Running backs are okay if we had a better offensive line. But because I think Gaskin's fine. Like he's such a high effort running back, but he's just not supported. That's really the issue. What happened there? Again, It's the same type of situation. Like, at this point, they need to communicate that Robert Hunt needs to take this guy on by himself, and Jesse Davis needs to take this dude. Instead, they both take Milano, and they let the guy roam free. Both our tackles were just ass. Not just this game, they're just bad and lazy and soft. It's who they are. It's who they've always been. At least with their time here. And Austin Jackson, because I didn't watch Jesse Davis in college. I didn't watch film back then. Not like this. But Austin Jackson, I did watch his film when he was coming out of the draft. And he was the same player. Athletic, physically talented, lazy and soft. Just like he is still to this day. Single high safety. Alright. That's the thing, like, you look at like Liam Eichenberg and what his issues are. You know, he's got it technically. He's got decent hands, decent feet. But he's not that strong. He definitely needs to get a little bit stronger. But you can work on that, like, over a couple of years. Like, you can get him with an NFL strength and conditioning program, get him some weights and stuff like that, and you can get an offensive lineman to be stronger. But you can't make them have a work ethic. Like, you just can't. That's not possible. They have to do that themselves. Good throw. Good throw to Gaskin. Great second effort from Gaskin. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole game here. I don't know if I will with the defense either. I don't know if there's really a point. Yeah, it's kind of more to the same. I have rewatched the entire game in its entirety as well, which was painful. Yeah, let's take a look at that offensive line situation here. So this is sort of what I was asking for, but I didn't want to do it with Gaskin. So with these blitzes, I wanted them to use a tight end. They end up using Gaskin to try to stop Milano, which isn't obviously going to work. But look at Austin Jackson's feet right here, man. Look how narrow they are. Look how wide apart his arms are. They're not tucked at all. They're not ready to punch. Like, this is just bad. And sure enough, he ends up losing the engagement. Myles Gaskin actually puts up a better fight. Myles Gaskin ends up making Milano go further and allows Jacoby to at least step up into the pocket, which is a lot from a 190-pound running back. Like, but because his arms were so far apart, he allows the defender to take his chest. He's leaning. He's not bending his knees. How does he get beat here? Yeah, he just sheds him right off him because he let him have his chest. Like, Jesse Davis kind of quit there. Let's take a look at Jesse Davis. All right, not bad at first. Could bend your knees. Feet are getting a little bit wide. Feet are actually just all over the place. You're not keeping your hands on them. You just stop blocking. You just stopped. Nice screen. The issue is if you're familiar with my channel, you're probably a pretty smart football fan as well. I assume. If you weren't, because I feel like if you're not like a super fan, a channel like mine wouldn't even be interesting to you. Like a casual fan wouldn't be interested in watching film sessions, right? So you guys knew before the season started that our offensive line was debatably the worst in the league. The coaches didn't seem to know that because we didn't really address it enough. Now, I was wanting to hope that they, because I mean, obviously I have no control over the team. I was hoping that, you know, they could try to improve some of the young guys, like teach them a little bit more technique and everything like that. But, man. So we'll watch some of the third quarter. I'm not going to watch the fourth. Like I said, it's just more of the same at this point. And it gets to the point when we're not really doing anything on offense and our defense is just gassed. It doesn't really end up mattering so much if it's 21-0, 48-0. It doesn't matter. Because at this point, it's basically the same thing. I will do a defensive film session as well at some point. But, yeah. I probably won't watch the whole game there either. Let's take a look at this. He gets rid of the ball super quickly here. Nice little pump fake. Keep this in the pocket. Tre'Davious White gets beat easily with pump fakes. I don't know how much it'll help us this year, but we should hang on to that information. That might be useful later. And I say I don't think it's going to be super helpful this year because I don't see us improving our offensive line enough by the end of the year. I just don't see that being possible. Not saying our season's done. I just don't know what our chances of beating the Bills are. But this is a great throw. Great catch. Good job by Ahmed. All right, 2nd and 2. Here's the thing. We put together a couple drives, and this is a really frustrating thing, too. Like, we really got to get our receivers to catch the ball better. Because there were a couple times where we would start to drive, and then stuff like this would happen. We would drop the ball. We would have a stupid turnover. We would have a stupid penalty. Like so. Yep. We had to drop, and now it's a false start. Moves it on. Looks like Robert Hunt. And now you're in a 3rd and long situation, and they sniff it out. Like, we had so many situations like that, and it's really irritating. We'll watch a couple more plays on offense, and then I'll call it. All right. Again, Jacoby having to do some heroics because the offensive line is being terrible. Let's take a look at Austin Jackson here. Because, you know, Twitter is chewing out Jesse Davis, and as they should be. But look at this. Look at his feet. What is that? What is that? Hands are all over the place. Has no clue what to do with him. Got him outside. And now he does have tight end help. Well, actually it's Gaskin. Not tight end. But whatever. Nice pump fake. But they're all over it. Gives up his chest again, Austin Jackson does. Lets him swipe the hand, and he's beat. Like, Gaskin's getting beat too, but that's Gaskin. He's a 190-pound running back. Like, Gaskin is supposed to get beat in that situation. Good catch by Keithan Carter. Third and 2. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. But at this point in the game, you have to start making throws. So I get it. He's being pressured, but actually the offensive line's holding up okay here. Ahmed is the better decision on this play. Milano is trying to get there, but if you lead him well, with this here, he might actually be able to get enough yak to get the first, but he doesn't see it and tries to force it. Like I said, his decision-making is not great either. It's really not. That's why he's not a starter. Because he has the physical tools. He always has. But that's just a really tough catch. That's just good play by the defense there. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this video. It's just more of the same at this point. Offensive line struggling, tackles specifically, well, especially the interior really struggled too. Didn't have to say too much about Kinley or Dieter, as much as Hunt had a couple bad plays. The big thing with Hunt is he's got to chill out with the penalties. But the two tackles are terrible. I don't really want to see Jesse Davis or Austin Jackson next week. I said it during the stream. I want Liam Eichenberg playing one of the tackle positions. Like, I want him to be the starter moving forward. And as much as I don't like Robert Hunt playing tackle because I think he's a better guard, I think we're going to have to probably move him out to right tackle for now. And then put Robert Jones at right guard. And then have Liam be our left tackle. That would be my thoughts moving forward with our offensive line. Hopefully we look a little bit better against the Raiders. I'm really scared about Max Crosby, but we'll get into that when it's time to talk about the Raiders. Right now we still got to get through what happened with the Bills. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. So, pretty much every YouTuber on this platform is pretty much doing ads like this. YouTube's ad revenue is broken. It doesn't really pay well anymore, so we have to look to outside sources to make our income. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, I would greatly appreciate you going over to my Patreon. It doesn't take much. Just $1 a month would really help me out quite a bit and continue to help me be able to put out these videos, because I put a lot of time and effort into it, especially during draft season, watching the film and everything like that. So I would greatly appreciate you guys going to check out my Patreon. It is Anime Dolphin, no capitalization. The link to it will be in the description of this video and pretty much every video moving forward. So yeah, if you want to help support me, that'd be greatly appreciated. There's multiple different tiers. It's all explained well on my Patreon account. And if you want to check that out, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.